Who could forget when Tyson... This is Canelo. Juan Manuel Martin.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you... Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. That jab had to hurt. Good punch. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
No defense for that hook. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Swing and a miss with the hook. Got him. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Alvarez in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears. There's the bell for round 2. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
They have got great ring IQ. Counterpunchers are the best.
And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. Straight right just misses. The charts action from both of these fighters. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Jab does not score. The jab doesn't quite connect. Well done with that counter shot. Alvarez in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's all offense all the time. Perfect counter shot. Nice punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Counter punch right up the middle. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Those counter punches have to hurt. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. From this moment forward, and there's the bell to start round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges, judges going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go.
And there's the bell for round 5. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Punch caught him clean. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punched them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, What the hell am I going to do now?
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? And as we take another look, it's this punch right here that sealed the deal.
I need to see that again.
We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Let's see how the corner handles their fighter here after being dropped twice in that last round. This is the beginning of round 6. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Knocked down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Nice counter shot. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Beautiful counter shot. This fight has a real good flow to it. His stamina is off the charts. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round. And there's the bell to start round 7. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Threw the left uppercut, but it misses. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
A shot from the gods took him out.
going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Gotta look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe out, move, get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. A lot of work. And we enter the 8th round. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
He misses with that jab. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Oh, my word. Canelo just got clipped. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Swing and a miss with that left hook. The straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
Unanimous. You know...
You are the sweetest thing